Hey everybody, I have to apologize sincerely because it seems like I'm always late with these should you summon videos. I know many of you have already summoned on this banner, but I still wanted to talk about whether or not you should summon on TEQ Super Gogeta's banner with your hard-earned Dragon Stones. Some of you may have been holding out because you wanted units that are coming out in the future, but you're tempted to summon on TEQ Super Gogeta's banner. Well, if you're looking for a clear-cut answer right at the beginning, I have to say this. It depends, but I do think that you should summon on the discount rotation. And I do think that you should summon as long as you need more than just the new units. If you have most of the featured units or all of the featured units besides the new TEQ Super Gogeta and that AGL Super Gotenks, then maybe you should consider skipping, because yes, you can pick up this unit with red coins in the near future. I'm fairly certain they are going to return for Saiyan Day 2022, which is in March next year. So it's only like 4 months away or something like that. It's really not too far away. You'll be able to pick them up with red coins fairly soon. But if you want to summon and you need featured units from this banner, doing the discount rotations doesn't hurt. Now, getting into the explanation if you should summon or not, I always try to give the best general all-purpose good advice that I can give, solid advice that everyone can follow, and that is generally based off of value. But first and foremost, it's really a case-by-case basis. What I always say is that you should summon for characters that you like, characters that you want, and characters that can help you out in hard events. If you really like a character, say Gogeta is your favorite character, then maybe you should summon for him, because if it makes you happy, that's the end goal. It's always about having fun and being happy. It is a game after all, and if a character can help you complete difficult events, then that's also a plus, because if you're stuck doing that mission, then you may want to get some help doing it, and summoning on a banner that has that character that can help you that's just right there can definitely help. Although there is a fine line there, because if you do need a character, say AGL Paikon or TEQ Janemba, in order to complete the GT Legendary Goku event missions for Connected Hopes and Corroded Body and Mind, they shouldn't be the main things that you're summoning for. They should just be there as an added bonus, because what's the point of dropping 200, 500 stones, 1,000 stones, just to complete 2 missions that will give you 10 back? That's just absolutely silly. So, with that being said, I look at value in a few different ways. Is there discounts? Is there a 3+1 free multi? Is there a guaranteed featured? Is there tickets for summoning? Things of that nature. Those are all things that give check marks towards value, and that's pretty much the biggest signal for value, are those 4 things. Now, on top of that, value can be seen as banner quality, unit quality. How good are the units on the banner? If there are many good units on the banner, then that means the banner's value goes up, and vice versa. If there aren't many good units on the banner, the value goes down. And lastly, this is a person-to-person thing. How many units on the banner do you currently have, and how many do you not have? Because if you don't have many of the characters on a banner, then that means the value skyrockets, and once again, vice versa. So with that long rant out of the way, let's get right into the banner. So if I can get my cursor here, as you can see, there is a discounted rotation, 3 in fact. 3 rounds where you get 3 discounted multis, and after those 3 discounted multis, you get 1 free. So as I was saying, everybody I think should summon on this discounted rotation. This is going to be 12 multis that you can do on the banner before this sort of, what is this called? Like a promotion runs out, and then you'll be stuck with 50 stone multis with no free multi after 3. So this is really worth it. The banner is pretty good. So this is really good value. And on top of that, let's look at the banner. So here is the banner, and there are some pros and some cons to it. We already checked off a value marker in that it has a discounted rotation, and it has a 3+1, at least a limited 3+1. So that's good. Another plus is that the unit quality on the banner is fairly high. The median unit quality is fairly high. You have lots of solid units. But the downside is that there are 10 featured units, and that is bad. That is bad because it means that it's going to be harder to pick, or not to pick, it's going to be harder to pull the units that you want to pull. And on top of that, of the 10 featured units, there are 3 that are Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs. Of course, there is the new one in TEQ Super Gogeta, but there is Go Bros and the Physical Blue duo. And of course, that means that you're going to have a harder time pulling Gogeta because more quality animations, like, first of all, Super Vegito is a guaranteed featured. There are 10 featured units here, so that hurts your chances. But the fact that there are 3 LRs on this banner means that Vegito Blue is a simple 1 in 3 chance, so that hurts your chances of getting Gogeta from that animation as well. The real prime animations are going to be Whis, or the Goku Black Rift, or the, Zeno. You know, those are the real animations that will lock it in. Vegito Blue is not a guarantee. Now, with that being said, I'm just going to quickly go through each of the units. Now, starting off with TEQ Super Gogeta, he is great, very powerful, animations are second to none in my opinion, OST is a banger, artwork is a banger. The only problem is that he may not be as good as he should be. LR Super Vegito was released a year before this Gogeta, and he performs on the same level, if not better, than Gogeta. So, Gogeta could be better, and I wish he was, but he is still an incredibly fun unit, and of course, he is the centerpiece, he is the golden jewel, he is that diamond that you want to pull from this banner. So, yes, he is good, and he is going to be one of those units you want to see. This AGL Super Gotenks is interesting. He's a great banner unit. He really is. He'll help you out with difficult content like Extreme Super Battle Road. He's a support for Time Limit, which is the new category that TEQ Super Gogeta leads. The problem is he's a banner unit, and that means that he will appear on every single other banner because he will be moved into the general pool after his initial release on this banner, his banner debut. So after this banner, he won't be featured ever again, but he will be in the general pool, so you can pull him at any time. If you do want this Gotenks, technically, now is the best time to try and get him, because he is a featured unit. But you really shouldn't be aiming to get these, excuse me, I'm losing my voice from all of this commentating I've been doing. But you really shouldn't be aiming to get banner units from banners. That's just sort of like not how it is. You don't chase for banner units. So he's great, but you're better off just hoping to pull him in future banners. Physical Goten and Trunks. This is one of my favorite units in the game. I love their SSR artwork. I think they're very good, but many consider them to be the worst Dokkan Fest exclusive that came out this year. But that doesn't mean that they're a bad unit. They're actually incredible. But the thing is, it more speaks volumes of the amount of power creep that we have had this year in Dokkan. 2021 Dokkan has had such insane power creep, it's insane. And Physical Goten and Trunks are still an incredible unit. They do have some wonky bits about them, but their leader skill is delicious. One of the best leader skills in the game is on that Goten and Trunks. And they are a very good unit. You can run a very powerful Bratz team with that as the leader, but they're very good. You would like to see them, in all honesty. Pikkon and Janemba, of course, these two, they help out so much with GT Legendary Goku event missions. They're not the best units individually in and of themselves, but it's their leader skills that are the real value in... What am I trying to say? Their leader skills are the true value, really. Pikkon is the better of the two, in my opinion. This Janemba is Extreme TEQ as well, so that can help you if you're struggling with Extreme TEQ Super Battle Road, or Extreme Super Battle Road, rather. And their leader skills will help you with those GT Legendary Goku event missions, Connected Hope, and Corroded Body and Mind. But they're not really that good in comparison to, say, Goten and Trunks or any of the LRs. They're pretty good, though. So it's not like they're bad units, it's just they aren't the best. And honestly, if you don't have them yet, it would be nice to summon on this banner, but If you just need them, then I wouldn't bother, because again, it doesn't make sense to spend 500 Dragon Stones to try and pull these two, and then only get 5 or 10 back for completing the GT Legendary Goku event missions. That's just stupid, you know. So, with that being said, those are decent pulls as well. They can definitely help most players out, I'd imagine. Physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, they are pretty good, but the problem with them is that they need Rainbow Key Spheres, so they need a Rainbow Key Sphere changer, so they actually have good synergy with TEQ GOGETA, although TEQ GOGETA also wants those Rainbow Key Spheres because he won't get his 18 Key Super that consistently without Rainbow Key Spheres, so it's sort of like a good / counterproductive synergy, I guess. They are still very good, they're hard-hitting, they're a fun unit, they're still good. It's just, even on Reps of Universe 7, after the 6th anniversary, I would be hard-pressed to find a unit that you would want to pick this Super Saiyan Blue duo over. You know, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, EZA Goku and Frieza, Team Universe 7, Golden Frieza and 17, LR Roshi, you know, Int UI EZA'd, STR UI, Physical UI EZA'd. There are so many units there that I think overshadow this physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, that they're just sort of weird. They're very good, but you do need to kind of babysit them with a Rainbow Key Sphere changer. But if you do have a Rainbow Key Sphere changer, or you can consistently get them to get at least 3 Rainbow Key Spheres, then you're cooking, to be completely honest, because they are pretty ridiculous. Int Gotenks, it would be nice to have a copy of him, but instead, during my summons, they decided to give me 8 Pycons instead. No, I'm not salty about that. Every single time I think about that summon stream, it just breaks my heart. But seriously, if you haven't seen those summons, you should totally check them out. You can check out that live stream under my in my YouTube channel, under the live stream section. But Gotenks is aged pretty well. He's a pretty decent unit. Not as good as, say, this physical Goten and Trunks. He's still pretty good though. Can help you out with quite a few categories, including youth. His leader skill, special pose, kind of sucks though, but he's a great addition to most teams as long as he's not leading special pose. That's really all I have to say. He's pretty good. I think he's pretty good, in my opinion. LR Gobros are one of the best aging Dokkan Fest exclusives in the game. They are great, but once again, they do contest that Vegito Blue animation for getting LR Gogeta because they are an LR, so you wouldn't really be too happy to see them if you already have them at Rainbow or at least near Rainbow. I mean, if you need to Rainbow them still, they'd be a great pull, but I think most people would rather have Gogeta instead. So this could be either a plus or a minus, depending on if you have them or not, if you can use a dupe of them or not. Oddly enough, you can use their SSR. If you don't have their SSR rainbowed, because their base form Gohan and Goten instead of Super Saiyan, so there is that. I mean, I don't really think that's much of an argument, but they're good. They are good. Now we're coming up to the 2 kind of weakest links. Actually, this might not be considered a weak link, but AGL, Super Gogeta from the Broly movie, he has aged quite a bit by now, and he isn't nearly as good as he used to be. He is the best movie heroes leader, I think, though, so if you need that leader, he could be a good pull, but honestly, I think you'd be pretty unhappy if you pulled him. He is still pretty cool, though. If you don't have him, he'd be a great copy to pull, but you really don't want to see more than one of him, honestly. And lastly, Int Gogeta. Now, Int Super Gogeta has his EZA. With his EZA, he's incredible. Not the best EZA TUR by any means, but he's like top 10 EZA TURs. He's very good. I'd imagine many people have many copies of him though, so yeah, you may not want to actually get this Int Super Gogeta. But with that being said, what is this? What is this? Why did this open? I don't know why that opened. But anyways, should you summon on the banner? Again, it depends. For the most part, if you don't have many of these units, like for instance, I didn't have 7 out of these units. I had Go Bros, I had AGL Gogeta, and I had Ink Gogeta. Didn't have any of these 7. So for me, it was a great value to summon on. I shouldn't have went all in. I should have just stuck with the discount rotations. So do as I say, not as I do. I'm giving you personal advice from my own failure. You should summon on the discount rotation and then dip. Unless you have most of these units, then in which case you probably should just skip. There is a banner coming up, Super Vegeta. I know many people want him, and his banner is a lot better in terms of there are only 7 featured units, and 4 of them are really good. This second form Cell banner unit's really good, so I count this as a W. It just sucks that Transforming Vegeta is here again. But Broly's return is on this banner. Bojack is here. This Super Vegeta is amazing. Super Vegeta, with his Pure Saiyans, 170% to attack and defense leader skill, and Attained Evolution is a great category as well. He is one of the best leaders in the game. Many consider this Super Vegeta to be better than LR Tech Super Gogeta. So depending on if you value that, I mean, this Vegeta is considered the best TUR in the game, and he's been considered to be better than most Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs. He is very good. His leader skill is very good. His banner is decent. I would say it's not better than this Goku and Vegeta banner, but if you really want Super Vegeta, I think you should just save for him, because again, this Goku and Vegeta, Angel Goku and Vegeta into Super Gogeta, will return in March for Saiyan Day, most likely, unless they decide to bring him back a little later, which would suck. But yeah, with this banner coming up, with the Super Dragon Ball Heroes as well, and Super Dragon Ball Heroes has guaranteed featured units every multi, as well as step-ups, which are 200 stones per full step-up rotation, where you can get old, like, Dokkan Fest exclusives, summonable LRs guaranteed, and things of that nature. That would be a great banner to summon on as well. So you may want to hold on to 600 stones at least in case you want to summon on the step-ups or anything coming in the future. But again, the rotation, the discounted rotations with the 3+1s are very, very good to summon on. So I hope this helped you guys. Once again, I'm sorry that this was late. Until next time, I will see you in the next video.